Okay, and welcome back. Today we're here to talk about why Mr. Miyagi is the best. So imagine it's 1984. You're on your own. You're struggling. You know your mum's struggling. She's trying to hold it together, keeping a job. You're moving to a new town. You're getting bullied at school. You've got nothing. You've got one girl that you fancy. She fancies you, but the fact is the bully is her ex. What are you going to do about it? And without guidance, Daniel doesn't know what to do about it. If it wasn't for Mr. Miyagi coming in and interfering and helping him, Daniel would be either moving schools.
This is the end of the line.
Or moving towns, because things wouldn't have ended up well for him without Mr. Miyagi's interference. The fixing of the bike, the helping of the Halloween costume, the friendship, the teaching of the respect of the bonsai, the teaching of the karate. All of these things that Mr. Miyagi brings to the table, Daniel is lacking a father figure. All he has is his mother and poverty. He's never known wealth, and now he's got a girl who has money, and she looks down on him somewhat. She makes out that she doesn't, but she does, because she comes from a rich family. Mr. Miyagi, we don't know his wealth. We know he's got money, but we don't know how much. Not enough for him to not be working, because he was a janitor in the first film. However, by part 2, we see this father-son relationship develop. Off to Okinawa they go, and Miyagi is just absolutely poetry. He's just gorgeous to watch in part 2. If you watch Karate Kid part 2 and just look at the relationship between Daniel and Miyagi, everything else is just noise. These two are the foundations of what make this film so good. Part 2, in some ways, is better than part 1 and part 3. The heart that is in part 2 is insane. Right from the get-go, we see Miyagi looking out for Johnny Lawrence. After Sensei Kreese destroys his trophy and then tries to destroy Mr. Miyagi, we see that Mr. Miyagi is looking out for this kid. Even though he knows he's a bully, he doesn't want to see any injuries to the kids because he believes that it's the teacher that is causing the problem at this school. Nothing to do with the actual students. And after he gets his revenge, they go to Japan, and we forget about John Kreese and the Cobra Kai because we're taking on this phenomenal journey of seeing Miyagi's hometown, the people he grew up with, the people he cares about, his history, his past. We know nothing of Miyagi besides a few little snippets from the first film. This is our chance to get to know him. And boy, is it an amazing experience. The warmth, the colours, the music, all of it just combines to make the perfect ingredients for the perfect dish. Is it a perfect movie? Absolutely no way. Is it mediocre compared to the first film? Sometimes, yes. But just trust me, if you just open your eyes and watch this through a different lens, try and see what they were trying to make here. An extension of the first one, using the elements which is love, friendship, respect, father-son bonding. This is what we've been exposed to, and we get more of it in this one. You know what? We get more of it in part 3. Maybe not as much, and maybe not to the level that we would like. But trust me, this is the reason Mr. Miyagi is the best. He is the next best thing to a dad for Daniel. What I do know is that he is the best replacement. So, for people who think that I hate on Mr. Miyagi, no, he's just an arsehole in part 3. The reality is, I love the guy, and I wish he was still around to be in Cobra Kai. But this is the next best thing. We have this, and I'm grateful for it. And I just want to leave that one there.